Thing, baby. Oh, don't scream it now. Live. Okay. I think it's working. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Let me get the right things up. Oh, wow. Hi, folks. We're getting there. We're getting it together. There's something I wanted to see, and now I have to find it.
Is this mic live or is it?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yay.
Yeah. Yep, that's the right mic. Let's see. Oh yeah, you're just watching us like figure this out again. Somehow it's been a couple weeks. There you are. Hey, Bailey. Nice to see you there. Pat Collins. Hey, Pat. Kimberly from Toronto, Ontario. Right on. That's so great. We're so glad you're here. As we figure out tech. You all are just lovely. Just lovely for giving us a chance to... Let's see. Can I make that?
Yay.
Yes. Oh, so much better. Yeah, we love you too. We are sending you hearts.
Hi,
we
Brian.
We are tapping all of the hearts if we could.
Hi, Joan. Hi, Kelly. Hi,
Hi,
Ellen.
Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
Oh my
And Claire.
gosh, you all are great. You all are so great to
It's great to see you
join
all
us
here.
again. All right. I think everything is working. This thing is on. That thing is on. You are there. Woohoo! Well, maybe you've seen the post that's going around that says, who knows what day or date it is? There's only today, next day, yesterday, another day. So we are thrilled to be with you here today. And we're going to get started.
This was Venture Out to the Post Office Day. I went to the post office for the first time in probably a month and a half. And sent out some masks that Allison had made for my family and some friends. And hope people are largely staying home. Though it's warm here in the Sacramento Valley today, so many more people are sort of out and about. But I hope they will all take some precautions. So
sing this one with us. You know it. There's a little bit of a new verse in the middle there.
Yeah, and especially in the Passover time, we often sing this at Friends' Passover celebrations. In Montgomery and in Selma, in the streets of Birmingham, people send a message to the leaders of the land. We have fought and we have suffered, but we know the wrong from right. We are family, we are neighbors, we are black and we are white. Here I go, bound for freedom, live my truth, take the lead, not the preacher, not the Congress, not the millionaire, but me. I will organize for justice, I will raise my voice in song, and our children will be free to lead the world and carry on. I noticed this, we are very hot.
One sat down on the sidewalk, one spoke out for a land. Now Grieta and Toccata and young leaders all demand. We must shout, our house is burning, we must open up our eyes. Take action for the planet, like the waters we will rise. Here I go, bound for freedom, may my truth take the lead. Not the preacher, not the Congress, not the millionaire, but me. I will organize for justice, I will raise my voice in song, and our children will be free to lead the world and carry on. Here I go, though I'm standing organize for justice. I will raise my voice in song, and our children will be free to lead the world and carry on. Thank you, folks. We're so glad knowing you're there.
It's still a little hot here, but I'm gonna make some adjustments.
You hearing us out there? I think you are, from the hearts and the thumbs up. We got that. Thank you.
Oh, it's still a little hot. Okay.
It's
so hard to tell.
I saw a text from my cousin in LA. She said, "Oh no, they're extending the stay-at-home orders." And while I understand that it's challenging for people, I'm glad if we are doing everything we can to slow this down. And I say that as someone who I came up here to Pat and Allison's house in Woodland almost a month ago. And it's kind of a little bit like the Gilligan's Island thing. Like I thought maybe I'd be here a couple weeks, and now it's turning into I set out on a 3-hour tour, and now it's going to turn into 2 months. So, but we feel lucky, and we know that we're among the lucky people who can stay within the shelter of this home. And we're going to sing this song for you that's become our theme of this concert series, and why we called it the Shelter in Singing series.
I wrote this song a number of years ago, never imagining anything like this happening, of course, but it's been really a kind of an amazing experience to get to see people periodically on Zoom and whatnot. We've been singing at a number of UU church services around the country, and boy, when you're in the house and just seeing a few faces, even if they're faces that you love, it's really, really nice to be able to see other folks. This time of year, we're almost never at home. We're always on the road in the spring. It's one of our busiest times. So it's really, really unusual for us to not be in many places and meeting many, many different people. So it's been really interesting to sort of contemplate the ways in which, even at a distance, that we're here for one another. This is Shelter. If I love you all my days, would it be so strange if it stood in sharp contrast to all the bad news swirling round? We can take in just so much. We forget to touch sanctuary, wherever we are in this love. Let me be your shelter. You can come and rest. Let me be your shelter. You can come and rest in me.
So some of you asked last time. Nice, thank you. Allison's helping us let us know where you all are from. Wow, Puerto Rico, Nunavut, Indianapolis, Toronto, Arizona, Maine, Mendocino, Baltimore, Ferry Beach, Silver Spring, New Jersey, Davis, right next door, right? Someone right next door to us. That's great. Thank you so much.
How great. We could never get to you all at once. Otherwise, this is really sweet.
Yeah, it sure is. I was going to say
right.
something, but now I don't remember, and that's fine. We are going to take requests. I saw that someone already requested a song, and Allison has it down for us. That's helpful. We're going to do a request from you all. The next song that we play after this one, we wanted to bring in a song that we played when we were doing a tour in California with our friend Annie Patterson from Massachusetts. She came all the way over, and we did a tour that was called Songs in the Spirit of Pete Seeger or something like that, right?
Songs of Resilience
Songs
in the
of
Spirit.
Resilience in the Spirit of Pete Seeger. And go ahead.
Annie is an old friend, and her name might be familiar because she and her partner Peter Blood put together the Rise Up Singing and Rise Again songbooks. They collected songs from me back when I was just a little baby songwriter. I think somewhere around maybe 1986 or something. They came to a people's music gathering that I was at. I don't even remember what city it was in. It was actually probably in Philadelphia or someplace around there, where they were living at the time. And they put together this. For those of you who are not familiar with this book, it is a book of lyrics, 1,200 lyrics, lyrics to 1,200 songs, and then some of which are very well-known songs that people knew the chorus of or one verse of, but didn't know the other verses of, and to just encourage community singing. And then they also wanted to gather new songs that were being written that were also songs that were good group singing songs. So there are a few of my songs in there. Keep on Moving Forward, when it was called Never Turning Back, is in there, and Common Thread, and a song that I co-wrote with Judy Small called Walls and Windows. And then some 15 years later or something, they put together another 1,200 songs and lyrics to those in the sequel called Rise Again. And we had done a tour to sort of celebrate the release of that songbook on the East Coast. And Annie and Sandy and I had such a great time singing together. We thought, we should do a California tour. So we decided to do a California tour. And this was one of the songs that kind of came out of that, stood out really from that tour as one of our favorites. And it's from a songwriter that, a young songwriter from Brooklyn, whose stuff I really, we both really enjoy and admire. And she actually my song, Annie often would introduce this song by saying, my song, Swimming to the Other Side, Peter Blood always maintained was the first song on the list for Rise Again. And thanks to Jay Mankita, this song was included in Rise Again. This was the very last song that squeaked in under their production deadline. He said, you have to hear this song. If you haven't heard it, you have to hear it, and you have to include it in the book. It's such a great song, and we really agree. This is a song by Gene Rowe, R-O-H-E, called Arise, Arise, National Anthem. There was a call for a new national anthem to songwriters, and songwriters from all over the country submitted songs, and this was her submission, and boy, we're sure glad she wrote it.
Atlantic and Pacific flow, the Great Lakes and the Gulf of Mexico, the land between sustains us all, to cherish it our tireless call. Arise, arise, I see the future in your eyes. To one more perfect union we aspire, and lift our voices from the fire.
We reach these shores from many lands. We came with hungry hearts and hands. Some came by force and some by will, at the auction block or the darkened mill. Arise, arise, I see the future in your eyes. To one more perfect union we aspire, and lift our voices from the fire.
We died in your fields and your factories, strange fruit hanging from the poplar trees, with an old coat hanger in a room somewhere, a trail of tears and electric chair. Arise, arise, I see the future in your eyes. To one more perfect union we aspire, and lift our voices from the fire. Our great responsibility to be guardians of our liberty, till tyrants bow to the people's dream, and justice flows like a mighty stream. Arise, arise, I see the future in your eyes. To one more perfect union we aspire, and lift our voices from the fire. Arise, arise, I see the future in your eyes. To one more perfect union we aspire, and lift our voices from the fire. Gene Rowe. Gene Rowe.
So beautiful.
You know, I saw some. Thank you, Allison. I saw some requests flying by there. More places. Yeah, and more places. You're the best. Allison's the best. Give her some love. Give her some hearts. Give her some thumbs up. I see them. She's the best. She's been making, as Pat said, she's been making the masks, and she's loaning me clothes for my 3-hour tour. So it's kind of been really sweet. You know, actually, I think this is a good idea.
Oh, yeah,
Let's do this climate song.
Yeah.
I saw that fly by. Someone said, your climate song, and There are a few of them. So, but we will do this one that you requested. This is the first climate song we wrote together. Back when we were singing outside, we're going to sing at a demonstration outside the White House. I suppose that will happen again.
I imagine. Wouldn't it be nice if we could sing outside the White House because things were so good?
Yeah. Yeah, let's work on that. This is a love song to Mount Kilimanjaro. I think we can remember it. Yes.
Yeah. There we go.
What had been for 11,000 years, ancient ice and snow, it's melting like 11,000 tears down the face of Kilimanjaro,
where time itself is frozen, suspended in the air. Now the water flows on Kilimanjaro, damaging the essence of our atmosphere, threatens our existence. Kilimanjaro, oh, oh, Kilimanjaro, oh, oh, Kilimanjaro, oh, oh, Kilimanjaro, oh, oh, Kilimanjaro.
where the oceans meet the rivers and the bays, watch their waters rise, reclaiming where were dry lands yesterday, right before our eyes.
From Tuvalu to Tonga, shores of New Orleans, Venice to Jamaica, Kilimanjaro. From the South Pacific Ocean to the Gulf of Mexico, running from the tears of Kilimanjaro. Oh, oh, Kilimanjaro. Oh, oh, Kilimanjaro. Oh, oh, Kilimanjaro. Oh, oh, Kilimanjaro.
What will be in 11,000 years? Will we be at all? Will humans have realized our fears? Or will we heed this call?
We have burned our image on the open sky, squandering our privilege. Kilimanjaro, glacial ice is falling, corporations lie, covering and stalling Kilimanjaro. But we have seen you crying, but we can't fight the here. What we've been denying, Kilimanjaro. We can't stop the yearning, we can't stop the tears. We are finally learning, we are finally learning, we are finally learning. Oh, oh, Kilimanjaro. Oh, oh, Kilimanjaro. Oh, oh, Kilimanjaro. Oh, oh, Kilimanjaro.
Thank you for that request. We don't get to sing that all the time. That was nice to get to sing it for you. Let's see. Yes. We did our Learn an Emma's Revolution song this past Sunday on this next song that we're going to sing. So there might be some folks listening out there who were practicing their guitar parts or their banjo parts or practicing singing harmony with me or lead with Pat. And this week, because it's Passover and Easter and Ramadan is right around the corner, we are doing Peace Salam Shalom at our Learn an Emma's Revolution song. And yeah, there are only 3 words. So maybe you know the words. But there are things that you can do within that song that you have probably not been doing while you sing them with us in concert. So you're going to get a chance to do the lead lines that we do, some of the new lines from the Community of Christ hymnal with the words in French and Spanish. And we're going to see what we can do about getting some percussion in for you. So that's what we'll be doing on Sunday at 1 o'clock Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, on Zoom and out here on Facebook Live at the same time.
So Pete Seeger was a dear friend for those of you who are new to us. And we were friends for close to 30 years. And I was very active on involved with the Clearwater, the project that he started to clean up the Hudson River. And sang with him on many occasions along the shore of the Hudson River, and was finally at his bedside in his last days, and sang his songs back to him. And this song is a song that I started to write the next morning after he died, and Sandy helped me finish it up. Pete was such a huge advocate of people singing together. Felt like it was so important for people to not just sit and listen quietly, but to really be part of the music and not even sit and sing in unison, but not just sing the melody, but join in with any kind of harmony they could come up with. And if you couldn't come up with a harmony part, he would teach you a harmony part. He was sort of relentless about making sure that people came into a song with their own unique voice. And it was a really beautiful thing to be part of all those years. So this song has a chorus, and do sing it from wherever you are. I was 4, I had a toy made of plastic and of joy, magic musical machine from a drum, a stick and strings. I couldn't know as I would play, live to meet the man one day. Playing songs just shaped my life and taught the world to sing. Oh, hear the banjo ring, hear the people sing. Hope changes everything. Sing, people, sing. The summer of my 18th year, in San Francisco he'd appear. They jumped onto a trolley car, alone and wondering. The grove was full when I got there. People came from everywhere. I climbed a redwood by the stage to watch the reveling. Oh, hear the banjo ring, hear the people sing. Hope changes everything. Sing, people, sing. Years went by, I got a call, a festival in early fall, along the Hudson River shore, a harvest gathering, asking me to volunteer to keep the river clean and clear, to celebrate the river's life and all the gifts she brings. Oh, hear the banjo ring, hear the people sing. Hope sing. Stood up to McCarthy's rage, rallied for a living wage, rode with Woody, marched with Dr. King. Patiently brought us along, taught us each and every song. With Joshi by your side, you could do most anything. You showed us how the world could be, living with integrity. Together we create a force beyond imagining. As I observed your dimming light, I felt a spark in me ignite. But I would trade it all today to hear your banjo ring. Oh, hear the banjo ring. Hear the people sing. Hope changes everything. Sing, people sing. Oh, hear the banjo ring. Hear the people sing. Oh, changes everything. Sing, people sing. Sing, people sing. Sing, people sing.
Thanks. Awesome. Oh, you mean it's too loud?
People are just saying there's feedback.
Feedback from
Oh,
the
really?
mic.
Okay.
So we could turn it down.
Good to know. Thank you for that information. I will turn it down a
We were
little
doing
bit.
a workshop earlier today, and we were probably not as loud as we are now. Thank you for the feedback on the feedback. You know I have to say that. Look at you all there. Oh my gosh, from everywhere. Stephanie Abrams, holy moly. Mary McClintock, Lee Newberg, Pat Elder,
Julie
look at all these
Taylor.
people from our lives. Joni Eisenberg, Linda Snook.
Barbara Dean.
Wow. Joetta Proust, yes. Oh my gosh. We're so lucky.
So nice to see all your
Maybe
names
we should just
there.
keep it live. I'll have to do that at the end, right? What do you think?
Sure.
Yeah.
We could. Do you have the track?
Oh, you mean like that? No, I didn't mean that. I meant we can play it at the end of the show.
Gotcha.
I hope you know that we did a video. I hope you saw it. We were maybe going to play it in the middle of this concert, but I think we'll keep it concert-y, and then at the end of the concert, we can play the video for you here if you haven't seen it. And I think some of you have seen it because we're at something like 52,000 views, which is good. And I'm pretty psyched about that. And I'm looking to get the next 52,000 views for this video because we enjoyed doing it, and we feel like, oh yeah, I forgot to put that song on the set too. What we wanted to do with it also is sort of shout out an opportunity to support a particular group of essential workers that are not getting a lot of attention, and those are the campesinas, the women farm workers who are picking the food, kind of like in that image you can see over Pat's shoulder there, picking strawberries and other sorts of things.
See that the way.
Yeah, they can. This is us. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, this is actually a beautiful block print that was done with our friends, by our friends down in North Carolina. Gosh, I'm going to forget the name of the puppetry company that they're part of. Gosh, Paper Hand or something like that. I know Louise's place is Clapping Hands Farm, but they do huge, glorious, larger than life kind of bread and puppet style puppetry down there in the Triangle area, and Jan Berger, I think is his name, and there's a beautiful story about workers that just rise up into the sky, are freed from their burden.
And farm workers would be safer when we stop using pesticides. And this next song we wrote for the young activists who are rising up everywhere around this world for climate, for action on the climate. And I hope you've seen that post that in India, they are able to see the Himalayas mountains, which people have not seen in decades because the pollution is gone. And LA, I heard, has the best air quality in this country now. Maybe we can return to some normal that includes clean air like that and includes safe working conditions for campesinas and campesinos. And there's a part for you in this song because I'm not going to be able to sing it all the way through and still have enough breath to do the song. So your part sounds like this.
Put out the fire. Put out the fire. Put out the fire. Our house is on fire.
Try it.
Put out the fire. Put out the fire. Put out the fire. Our house is on fire.
We love you. We hear you.
We commit to change our ways, not later, but sooner, right now, for your future.
Youth can't wait.
Put out the fire.
Women can't wait.
Put out the fire.
Climate can't wait.
Put out the fire. Our house is on fire.
For our children.
Put out the fire.
And their children.
Put out the fire.
And their children.
Put out the fire. Our house is on fire.
For songbirds.
For clean air. For the oceans and the bays. Not later, but sooner. Right now, for our future.
Melting glaciers.
Put out the fire.
Rising seas.
Put out the fire.
Bleaching coral.
Put out the fire. Our house is on fire.
Shrinking shorelines.
Put out the fire.
Sinking islands.
Put out the fire.
Growing drylands.
Put out the fire. Our house is on fire.
Let bees live. And let trees grow.
Let the snow fall where it may.
Not later,
But sooner, right now, for the future, right now, for the future, right now.
we are here to put out the fire. This is how we put out the fire. Time is now. We
Put out the fire. Our house is on fire.
All right. Thanks for singing along. Made it possible. We are working on a video for that one, and we're hoping to get it out as soon as possible. Yeah. And I want to just shout out that Allison got her own shout out in the chat there from Randy. That's awesome.
Nice.
Thank you, Randy. This next one was on the requests list of people requesting songs. And we almost never do a show without singing it.
I wrote this song at a time when, largely because of the administration in Washington, things seemed really dire. And, you know, on the scale that we were working with then, they were really dire. This is when, during the Reagan administration, he had this great idea that we should deinstitutionalize everybody who was getting mental health services and living in an institution, which, you know, on the face of it seemed like a great idea, because it's true, not everybody was receiving the services that they needed. in those places, and a lot of folks were just being warehoused. But the thing is, he stopped there and he cut funding, and almost overnight, homelessness tripled. And my friends in the activist community were just completely overwhelmed. People, healthcare workers and stuff, in some respects, on a scale, a similar situation to what we have now. Mental health workers were totally overwhelmed. Their caseloads just exploded overnight, and people were really struggling. There was a war going on in Nicaragua, and I wanted something to say that was encouraging. We're always sort of looking for, some hopeful moment, some bright spot, to be able to lift up, to just help people, especially people that are really on the front lines of these different situations, to get through. And we really get how many people now are in an even more drastic need for something hopeful. So here's that song. We are living neath the great big dipper. We are washed by the very same rain. We are swimming in the stream together, some in power and some in pain. We can worship this ground we walk on, cherishing the beings that we live beside. Loving spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side. I am alone, I am searching, hungering for answers in my time. I am balanced at the brink of wisdom. I am impatient to receive a sign. I move forward with my senses open. Imperfection, it be my crime. In humility I will listen. We're all swimming to the other side. We are living neath the great big dipper. We are washed by the very same rain. We are swimming in the stream together, some in power, some in pain. We can worship this ground we walk on, cherishing the beings that we live beside. Loving spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side. On this journey through thoughts and feelings, binding intuition, my head, my heart, I am gathering the tools together. I am preparing to do my part. All of those who have come before me band together and be my guide. Loving lessons that I will follow. We're all swimming to the other side. We are living neath the great big dipper. We are washed by the very same rain. We are swimming in the stream together, some in power, some in pain. We can worship this ground we walk on, cherishing the beings that we live beside. Loving spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side. When we get there, we'll discover all of the gifts we've been given to share have been with us since life's beginning, and we never noticed they were there. We can balance at the brink of wisdom, never recognizing that we've arrived. Loving spirits will live together. We're all swimming to the other side. We are living beneath the great big dipper. We are washed by the very same rain. We are swimming in the stream together. Some in power and some in pain. We can worship this ground we walk on, cherishing the beings that we live beside. Loving spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side. Loving spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side. I want to just give a shout out to my nephew Butch, who is he's the supervisor in the ICU at the hospital that he works at down in southern Mississippi. So thinking about you, Butch.
And Allison just let me know that we have folks from Cambodia who are watching. And
Wow,
this is the beauty of this moment, that we can all be together because we have to be apart. It's very, very odd. And it is that kind of, dichotomy of life that we can't even expect how that's going to turn out. I saw this beautiful question: words of wisdom or advice for young queer people?
Wow.
And what I was thinking, because I saw your question while we were singing to Swimming to the Other Side, is really, it's a thing that you hear everybody talk about, but it's actually really important to learn how to love yourself first, before you even feel whether you want to figure out if someone else loves you and you love them. But it's really, really important to decide that you love the person that you are, or I love the person that I am, because then you're the best person you can be for being your queer self with other queer people and out in the world, and showing your colors.
And even if that's not reflected in your immediate surroundings, I know it took a while for my parents to adjust, way back when, and they eventually came around. Not everybody does. I was lucky in that way, but I also remember those times when I took the risk. This is a difficult time to be coming out or to be queer. Find your people. Find your people who love you for all of who you are. This is a time. I guess we're. We don't have the options that I had growing up. Walking into the first place that I knew of where there was the Chenille sisters in Ann Arbor, Michigan, were doing a concert, and it was a Sunday concert, like a Sunday evening concert, and the all of the lesbian community in Lansing, Michigan. I had just moved to Lansing, so I was really new in the community there. And all of the community just went there. The Chenille sisters are, to my knowledge, most of them, if not all of them, straight. But it didn't matter. They were female musicians that were badasses and great fun. And I remember walking into that room and how powerful it was to see myself for the first time. And I'm sorry that right at this moment you don't have that opportunity exactly, but there are places online where you can be with your people and gravitate toward the ones who love you and speak your language, and I don't even mean that as a actual verbal language necessarily, but people who can see you and appreciate your beauty, even though we can't see you with our eyes from here. Know that we see you and we love you, and there are lots of elders out there. Among them one who just passed, but who was there for many, many, many people. Phyllis Lyon, and Del and Phyllis were the first couple to get married in San Francisco. That in that brief window before, while it was just happening a state at a time. And they were such great role models to so many people, just being who they were and standing up and being out and being their full selves. It was incredible inspiration to all of us to see them taking that risk at their age, and they just became kind of icons in the community. And now it falls to the next generations to be that, and you will be that for the next young ones coming up. So hang in there, reach out in all the ways that are possible now. Know we love you.
Glad you're here. All right, what's the best song to follow with that? I love your idea, John Malcolmson. I'm not sure if we can remember that song. I'll stand.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. There are some songs that y'all are requesting which are lovely, and I think maybe we'll have to put together like a concert with all of your requests, because Coast of Maine is another one we would need to practice up. But maybe we can do something that's loving and wonderful anyway. You think?
We could do
Or we can just go on to
another love song kind of thing.
I don't know. We're a little. I'm not helping at all. I'm doing my best. Doing my best to help. But
do you not want to do Love Retreat Salad?
Yeah, we can do that.
We'll do that one.
All right, we'll do that one. This is a request from you all. And we've been singing it at a number of virtual services. Oh, where's the front with the lyrics?
Right there.
Oh, great. Woo.
The Unitarian Universalists, we hang with them a lot because we found that they love us for who we are.
Speaking of finding your people.
Yes, they love music, and they're very open to justice-oriented music. And while there are a lot of venues out there that are sort of fearful about saying anything that is oriented toward a message or speaks sort of honestly about our real lives, the Unitarian Universalists have really been there for us. So we have gravitated toward them and done a lot of work with them. It's on the first fret for me.
Yes, ma'am.
And so they had a gathering a number of years ago. In fact, they're going to be back there if all, if there is.
If there are gatherings, we will be gathering in June, but who knows? But one thing I'm also seeing on the chat, which is lovely, is that folks who live in the same region as each other are saying hello to each other because they're seeing each other on the chat. When we sang at a virtual service the other Sunday, I think it might have been this song or it might have been Swimming to the Other Side, and somebody wrote in the chat, there wasn't a dry eye in the chat. So people are really getting used to this communicating this way, which is sweet. And Alice said she's singing the higher part from Western New York. Way to go, singing the harmony. So this is a song we wrote when the theme of the General Assembly was Love Reaches Out.
I'm checking a message to see if
really
all is cool there. Oh, and somebody to the comment from before, the Trevor Project for GLBTQ youth has created a 24/7 text and chat line.
That is awesome.
Thank you so much, Kathy Hoffman, for that information.
If you're on, Kathy, can you put it on the chat also, so folks can see it there, and there's probably a link.
Yeah,
That'd
if
be
there's
awesome.
if there's a link, that would be great.
Thank you.
And otherwise, you can just look up the Trevor Project, and I'm sure they have information up on their website. They're really a lifeline to lots of LGBTQ folks around. So
Yeah.
here we go. With a mind that holds a plan, with a hand that holds a key, with a heart that holds a dream, love reaches out.
When a family's torn apart, when the street is all you have, when your faith begins to break,
Love reaches out. Love reaches out.
love reaches out.
Here by your side, bringing you home. Love reaches out. Through the pain your eyes have seen, through the voices in your head, through the war you still endure, love reaches out.
To the man who asks for change, to the mother and the child, to the elder all alone,
Love reaches out. Love reaches out. Love reaches out. Here by your side, bringing you home. Love reaches out. Let us take this night to strengthen and inspire. Let love and compassion be the source that fuels the fire. If you find yourself in need,
if you feel what lies ahead,
if we forge a path of trust, love reaches out.
where hope replaces hate,
Where wounds begin to heal, where we all will have a home, love reaches out. Love reaches out. Love reaches out. Here by your side, bringing you home, love reaches out. Love reaches out. Love reaches out. Here by your side, bringing you home, love reaches out. Here by your side, bringing you home, love reaches out.
Thank you for requesting that one. As a dedication from Victoria to Phyllis Lyon. It's beautiful. Let's do a couple more songs and then we will finish up for the evening. Yeah, I want to do this one. You okay with doing this next one? Oh, where is it? Vote.
That
New one.
that one, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Wow.
I forget what I play on it.
I know, and I put everything in order, and then it's sort of, oh, here it is. Woo! This not traveling thing is tricky, people. Sort of, screws with our touring musician minds, which are set to arrive somewhere, set it all up, meet 100 people, shake their hands, and hug them.
Yeah.
But until we get this thing handled, we'll show you in the video. There's a little sign that we hold up. that I hold up that we stand firmly behind that says stay the beep home, because we need to stay home. And that's why so many artists have been spending all this time online. It's been great. We've gotten to hear a lot of music, which doesn't always happen.
Yeah, it's a really nice thing, actually, because usually we're all playing at the same time, so we don't get to hear one another. So this has been really sweet. I can kind of surf the web and find friends whose things I haven't heard in a long time.
We like music.
Oh, I picked it out. Wow. All right.
Yeah.
So.
You come in a little bit later.
Right. Okay, great.
So this is a new song, and we just wrote a new verse a couple days ago.
Okay.
I'm going to do that, though, so you don't have to worry about it.
Good.
And then we're going to work on a video. We're going to get you involved on this video. It's got a part for you to sing. I think you'll know your part when it comes around. We know the difference between a president and a king. The corruption, the obstruction. You try to get away with everything, but we know the difference between the truth and the lies. We're calling you out now. Then beneath November skies, we're gonna vote your asses out. We're gonna make a world where all our voices count. We'll keep fighting back in every way, and then we'll vote your asses out. So that's your part. We know the difference between a leader and a fake. You failed in this pandemic. Now all our lives are at stake. You think we're distracted while you try to take it all away. The elections, the protections, from the courts to the EPA. But we're gonna vote your asses out. We're gonna make a world where all our voices count. We'll keep fighting back in every way, and then we'll vote your asses out. Travel ban, middies plan, your lawyer's face on C-SPAN. Shady deals, happy meals, elections you will try to steal. Branded straws, done in law, accused assault of Kavanaugh. Oil drills, detention camps, racist, homophobic rants. We know the difference between the promise of this land and the workers' empty pockets and the unhoused empty hands. And we hold the vision, read our writing on the wall. Another world is possible, true justice for all. And we're gonna vote your asses out. We're gonna make a world where all our voices count. We'll keep fighting back in every way, and then we'll vote your asses out. Yeah, we'll vote your asses out. I guess you like that one. That's nice. You know who that's for. But we are going to put that recording up so that you can do a video of yourself playing air guitar or air saxophone or singing along to your favorite lines And then we want to collect those videos and put them together in our video. I think we are going to need to have videos with masks on for that one too. So if you're not already on our mailing list, please, you could leave your email address in the chat if you want. Otherwise, if you don't want to do that, go to our website, emmasrevolution.com, and sign up for our mailing list so that we can get you into that video. We're going to do one more live song and then play our video for you. How many folks have seen the video? I know you can't wave your hand.
We can't see you.
I know we can't see you anyway. But we're really excited about it. We've gotten some great comments on it. A really wonderful DJ from New York who has been in the folk music DJ world for my entire lifetime. He's amazing. And he wrote a beautiful review for us, and we're going to put that up on our website. But folks are on our list already saw that. We're grateful to Bob Sherman of Woody's Children.
Yeah.
So, and then a guy we don't know, Steve Simels, did a wonderful feature of it on his blog called Power Pop, is the name of his blog, and he did a great write-up too. So thank you, Steve. Let's do a song to finish up.
Yes, and we just want to say this is in place of our touring. As I said earlier, we would be on the road a lot this time of year. This is one of our busiest times of year, so it was fairly terrifying to be finishing up our Northwest tour, because that's what we were headed for first this spring, and have that all kind of overnight disappear. And I understand there are lots of folks that are really in serious need right now. They're unemployed, and 16 million or something have applied for unemployment benefits, and who knows when those are actually going to be distributed to people. We get that, and there are lots and lots of people who are part of the gig economy and parts of the rest of the economy in general that are really struggling through this time. But it helps out if you can go to our website, emmasrevolution.com, click on that donate button, donut button.
Well, you can send
donuts, I suppose.
I don't eat donuts.
We don't eat them, though.
Eat them here in the house. So.
And we also have a Patreon page for those of you who are able to support us on a monthly basis. That kind of helps this work on an ongoing basis. There are lots of times when, even when we are touring, where we do a lot of demonstrations and a lot of events that we don't get paid for. And we hope, presumably, we will be back at that. Who knows what kind of world will emerge from all of this, and our touring may be very different after this. But it would be great if those of you who can help us continue doing this to the extent that it's possible.
From a distance.
Yes.
We'll keep doing this from a distance. So yeah, we could do that one or that one. What do you think? This is what happens when you play from your home. We're just we're comfortable, we're relaxed. We know that you're comfortable because you didn't have to get up and go anywhere. You're probably in your pajamas, and we are not, but, that's good.
Not this time, at least.
Not this time. What do you prefer?
We could do keep on, I guess.
Okay. This was a request in the chat, and so we will finish with this one live, and then we will port you over to our From a Social Distance video, and yeah, we'll sing this, and we'll say something afterwards, and then we'll do this again sometime soon.
So we will do this with our carefully muted tambourine.
Tap that thing. Let me look what the mic's doing. Oh yeah, it goes into red, but that's okay. You just tap.
Almost no matter what I do.
Yeah.
I'll go down a little bit then, maybe.
I don't know. Or just move it to the side.
See. It still goes down a little bit.
So this is a song that needs your harmony. So I hope you're singing out there. We're going to imagine that we hear you singing all the parts.
Yeah, this is Wrote this song in 1984, and if any of the folks from our songwriting workshop are here listening to this concert, this was a song I was convinced was too simple to keep, and a songwriter from Australia named Judy Small, whom I mentioned earlier, was actually in the songwriting workshop with me, and we ended up co-writing a song that someone had requested. I'm sorry that we've run out of time to do that this time, a song called Walls and Windows, but I had just finished writing that song, and I heard this woman say in an Australian accent, "I want the words to that song," and it was very shocking to me as a young, very, very, very new songwriter to hear somebody wanting the words to my song. I was barely even in a place where I could identify as a songwriter. It took me quite a while to ease into that. So here's that song, and thank you to all of those who have sung this song and taken it around the world, to all the places that you take it to. You know, we put these things out as tools, and we hope that that you'll make good use of them. So thank you to all of you who sing our songs. And sing with us from wherever you are. In harmony, of course. Gonna keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Never turning back. Never turning back. Gonna keep on singing proudly, moving proudly. Keep on moving proudly. Keep on moving proudly. Never turning back. Never turning back. Gonna keep on singing loudly. Keep on singing loudly. Keep on singing loudly. Never turning back. Never turning back. Gonna keep on loving boldly. Keep on loving boldly. Keep on loving boldly. Never turning back, never turning back. Gonna reach across our borders, reach across our borders, reach across our borders. Never turning back, never turning back. Gonna reunite the families, reunite the families, reunite the families. Never turning back, never turning back. Abolish ICE forever. Abolish ICE forever. Abolish ICE forever. Never turning back. Never turning back. Gonna keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Never turning back. 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 Thank you all. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks so much.
Take care of one another. Take care of yourselves.
Sign up on our email list.
Much love.
We are going to put the from a social distance video up for you if you haven't seen it. And if you have seen it, please share it with 100 or 300 of your friends, because maybe we're at 55,000 now, and it's really fun.
We heard from Julie Gold, and she loved it. We were very flattered.
Yeah.
So, and she was flattered that we used the song,
Yeah.
in this way. So, thanks again for being with us. We love you all. Till next time. Be well. Be safe.
Enjoy. From a distance, we will stop this thing. It's already really grim. From a distance, we'll make the best of things while social distancing. From a distance, there is harmony, and it echoes over Zoom. It's the voice of hope.
It's the voice of peace from every living room. Now you're watching us. Now you're watching us. Now you're watching us
From a distance.
From a distance, we see you on the beach, and we know you should go home. From a distance, we all share the grief in Wuhan, Tehran, and Rome. From a distance, Trump's still an idiot, motivated by pure greed. We need someone smart, someone science-based. Let Tony Fauci lead. Now you're watching us. Now you're watching us. Now you're watching us
From a distance. From a distance, that's where we've got to stay if we want to make it through.
From a distance, wave, smile, or namaste is the safest thing to do. From a distance, we can change this world, make it better than it's been.
Be the voice of hope.
Be the voice of peace. Join as one, let's begin.
Be the voice of hope.
Be the voice of peace. Join as one, and let's begin. Keep on watching us. Keep on watching us. Keep on watching us
From a distance.
Keep on washing up. Keep on washing.
Happy birthday. happy birthday to you. Keep on rising up from a distance. Hey there, you're still there. Thanks for watching our video. And if you decide to watch it on our page, there are captions on the one that's on the page, so you can share it with folks who would like captions for the lyrics or who are deaf or hard of hearing. So yeah, thanks for watching it. Keep on watching us. We'll be here.
So great to see all your names come through. Much love to you all.
Good night.
See you next time.